Right, we're just going to keep like this, like just talking at the start section, because I couldn't be bothered to actually fully edit this because I'm not actually annoyed.
That was pretty shit. That was a great podcast too.
I'll give Paddy like a minute. If he doesn't show up at 1:00, I'm just going to start. But it's just easy to cut, to be fair.
Paddy, PK's warned you if you don't join before 1 minute, he's going to start just because it makes it tough.
No, just easier to edit out 1 minute than it is like if he joins at 1 minute of 5.
He's joined him.
I do apologise, by the way.
Oh.
Right, we'll just start in a minute.
Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the PKAST episode 1. The only podcast that's came about because 100 people signed a petition for it. You may be wondering why we signed up at Annoyed here. Is it because we've already recorded a section of this and the app crashed? Here, Spotify. Anyway, I'm your host PK, and I think we have guests here, so I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Paddy Fox, and I'm happy to be on the PKAST with you, PK himself.
I'm Figure McKillian, and it's also a pleasure to be here, PK. Thanks for letting me come on.
And I'm Jay, and I'm also happy to be on this podcast.
Okay, right, so topic 1, well, you already know what topic 1 is. It is lunchtime football. Obviously, it's been very good in the last couple of weeks with some great individual performances. Jay's goal scoring for fun, Paddy's brace, Fikra's saves. What's your takes on that?
I think looking up as the days went on, I think it's getting better every day, and it's just gonna continue like that. I'd like to touch on Jay. He's been so consistent with his goals up front with me. He's been doing the goal scoring. I've been holding the ball up for him, and I've also had a brace. People may say it's lucky, but I was in the right places at the right time. They finished the ball at the front post. They get the game up 2-0. I like the passes on the Fikra.
I agree with what Paddy said there. I feel like Jay, he has a lot of great attributes, and I feel like him with Paddy, they both offer such different skills to the game, and they both combine amazingly, and it's great link up. And I believe defensively, because of the recent injury, Bobby McGinley, I feel like we've been missing that key player. Defensively, we've not been great since he's been gone. And I've been nets, and we've conceded a lot of goals, so I've got to take credit for that. But I would like to say something right now, and I hope he's listening to this. Jambo, Jamie O'Hagan, come back to lunchtime football. We need you. We need you in goal. Come back. I'd like to pass you to Jay Gibbons.
Yeah, I'm just like to say that lunchtime football has been spreading all around the school. People's coming to watch just from lunch. There's about a good few fans now standing outside the cage watching. I think they also thank the two people who's praising my performance and do it for the club and no one else. It's very easy with someone including McDermott. It's very easy to score past him. He's not very good in small nets. So I'll just keep getting my goals when he's nets.
I'd like to touch on the fact about penalties out there. I think no matter if the ball goes over from a header, a deflection, or just straight over, it's an automatic penalty. Because there's all different rules for it. It's a penalty or not. If it goes over, it's a penalty, and that's it.
Yeah. Can I make a point here, please?
Go on, PK. This is your podcast.
But what about if a situation where the ball is probably going out for a pen anyway, and it's an unlucky deflection, and then there's or like the ball looks like it hits a boy before it goes over? Would there be arguments, of course, over if it's deflected or not for which team?
But
if that rule was implemented.
PK, if you think about it in football, it could be unlucky if you clip the defender by accident, but it's still a penalty. You brought him down.
Yeah.
Stop the play.
Mm-hmm. That is a very fair. Obviously, the previous rendition of this, if Feeks was in the middle of a point about the refs, and obviously due to the app crashing, we had to cut that time short. So if you would want to continue a little ramble on the referee situation,
let's not mention names, Fikra. Let's not.
Yeah, I know.
Names, please.
I believe there's a certain individual who I will not name that has been pretty unfair, and I feel like I speak on behalf of everybody when I say I think he should never ref another lunchtime football match ever again. I feel like there's other ones that bring some great things to the table, like the one we had yesterday. He doesn't give away a lot, but I feel like whenever Jay Gibbons, our star striker, who's also on this podcast, whenever he dives, he knows that he will not give it. And Jay is known for his diving, which I respect from the referee, and I feel like Jay Gibbons should stop that.
I'd like to make a point that this certain ref has never had control of the game. He likes to normally just let the game play, no matter if there's a serious foul or the ball goes out, he would just say play on, just because I think he's not really bothered about it, and I think he just wants to get into the class again.
That's true.
I feel like also that I feel like there's a few referees who, anytime I get fouled, they just think I'm diving, even when I'm blatantly kicked.
You've built up that reputation for yourself, Gibber. Unfortunately, you've dived a lot of times.
Unfortunately, whenever I get the ball, they just want my legs, which
that was what I was about to say. You have a reputation for simulation, so the referee has to assume the worst at times, and unfortunately, it means he does assume that it is simulation.
But unfortunately, the referees don't move from the halfway line, so they do not see if I'm actually kicked.
That is true.
Obviously, we've got a viewer message, I believe, here from Ryan CU7, and he said get the PKAST going. Well, he's going to be very happy when he realises what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, shout out to the big Ryan CU7 on the Xbox. Anyway, back to the discussion. Obviously, the refereeing situation has been bad, but I think we need to discuss the Ginger Messi's handball.
I'd like to say, considering this Ginger Messi is on my team, he's known for the receivers and he's known for the DMs, but the handballs cannot happen again. That was dreadful. He tried to claim that this was stopping a goal scoring opportunity when it was definitely just rolling out of play as it was going on the sloppy part of the pitch where no one goes. So I think there was absolutely no need from that from the Ginger Messi, but I'm sure he'll come back and play better from this on.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Paddy. I feel like there was a goal scoring threat there. I feel like it was a 4-on-1 with only the Ginger Messi at the back, and it was me net. So I don't want to say I'm good or anything, but I don't really trust myself around there, and I feel like Caden stopped a serious threat 4-on-1. I feel like they would have scored that if he didn't handball it.
I would like to just say I feel like Caden just got scared and put up his hands. I feel like it was going for a goal kick. I don't feel like it was going to stop. And also, as Paddy said, the sloppy part of the pitch, this should never happen in a school. We should never have a sloppy part of the pitch.
That's true.
We should get everything upgraded.
Would you like to move on to a new topic, PK?
Okay, right. So I think the topic on everyone's lips is Mitrovic's red card against Manchester United. Is it a longer ban than 10 games, which is what's talked about in the media? Firstly, I want to hear your opinions on the foul. Do you think that is a red card, or do you think there's some leeway because of other incidents?
I do think that it's still a red card, as he definitely touched the referee out of anger. So it's definitely a red card, but 10 games, I think that's about too much, considering he didn't harm anyone. He didn't really affect a goal scoring opportunity, but I think referees are respected too much. I know they do deserve a lot of respect. For that that's just too much respect. It's just, it needs to really sort of just give the red card and get on with it, and give him maybe a 3-game ban maximum.
I agree with you there, Paddy. I think you're completely spot on. I feel like it should be about a 5-game ban, because I don't think you should ever lay a hand on an official. But then again, Bruno Fernandes did that against Liverpool. He got nothing for it, and he did the exact same thing. I think he should have the exact same punishment.
I knew someone was going to mention this, but in the entire clip, and this is why he wasn't sent off, the entire clip, the referee holds him down first. So it can't be justified as a red card. With Mitrovic, he just goes up hot-headed, shoves the ref. Bruno, he had his hand grab, so he shoves back. That's why it was never given a justifiable red. And speaking about that, a few seasons ago, you know, Aguero did put his hands on a female linesman and nothing was gay for that. So I'm not really asking that maybe there was corruption there. I'm saying that there just needs to be a bit more consistency throughout the league.
I agree. But I feel like Bruno should have been sent off. I feel like that was a definite red card.
I feel like Mitrovic was also fingers on his face after he pushed him. That was also one of the reasons why he has 10 games.
If you're a grown man and you have another man's fingers in your face and you're banning him for 10 games, I feel like you should not identify as a man. I feel that's absolute feminine behaviour. I don't think that should be the case.
But his job was not to get pushed about the place.
But to up it to 10 games because he's wagging his finger in his face, I feel like that's just unfair.
But the referees also said that it was he threatened him.
I feel like the refs should just grow up and go on.
PK, is there any other topics that you can think of it's discussable? Maybe something school or football or outside of anything like that?
I don't really think we could potentially discuss anything in school because it would be a bit they would realise. But we could discuss the Euro qualifiers if we were really that desperately, and how the mighty Ireland beat the gargantuan Latvia.
That's a great point. I'm
3-2
to the Ireland game on Monday. Ireland and France.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a great game. I feel like Evan Ferguson will show his true class in that game. I feel like he'll show the world that he's here. He's here to make a point for the Irish. He's here to show that we mean business, and he's gonna bag a few, I think, against that French national team.
I think everyone's getting very, very hyped about Evan Ferguson. I don't think he's what everyone's saying he is. He has the potential to be, but I think he still has a long way to go. Considering that Ireland, I could say, struggled against that Latvian side that are low quality. It's worrying me for Monday against France.
You have to keep in mind, though, that was his debut for Ireland, his first game, and he scored a goal, and he's only 18, Paddy, and
he is good. He's a very good player, but I think
he's coming into this France game now knowing that he's got the support from the Irish fans and his confidence at an all-time high. So I think he's just going to show his class for everyone to see.
And you could Latvia's 2 goals with 2 goalkeeper mistakes, and Bazuni was not playing.
But I think Ireland was resting
Bazuni would have caught them 2 goals, never mind saved them.
But how do you think the Ireland defence is going to cope with the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele?
I think they'll be perfectly fine with it.
I disagree with you. I feel like we are going to struggle.
Nathan Collins is going to half Mbappe and end his career. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's going to be 1-0 Ireland. We've showed it against Portugal with a Ronaldo last-minute winner, which is just unfortunate.
I agree.
To be fair, that game had thousands of bits of controversy. The fact that Portugal should have had a red card and all, their goal was offside. There were so many. We should have won that game against Portugal.
I think everyone agrees with you, RPK. I feel like everyone that watched that game knew that we were robbed, and I feel like no one puts the respect on the Irish football team that we deserve. We've been playing well recently. I feel like we've been on form, but due to our past, I'd say, 5 years since just after the Euros, we were on a deficit. So I feel like we're coming back to the way we should be playing every time we have a national game.
Talking about that deficit, especially that Luxembourg loss at home, that was a big blow for them.
That was horrific. I agree.
Every Irish fan watching that was thinking, how are we recovering from this? How are we getting back into an international competition?
This does lead me to my second question. Are you Kenny in or Kenny out?
Kenny in.
Kenny in, 100%. I feel like he is a great manager. I don't see how you can say that. I feel like he's got the respect from all the fans, from all the players.
Considering I met Kenny in person, he's a very nice lad. He's a very nice man, but I'm not sure if his football's working for Ireland these past few years. I think we'll give him an hour. I think we'll give him the second stage of the Euro qualifiers, and from then on we can decide.
Obviously. we are sort of in the midst of a small golden generation, and obviously the results haven't shown how much potential Ireland in the next 5-10 years can and will have.
I have a topic that I want to bring up here, PK, and
Yeah,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like this will be an interesting topic. What is everyone's thoughts on the PE tournament, like league thing that might be being implemented here before Easter?
Yeah, with after school.
Yep. What's everyone's thoughts on that?
I completely disagree with it.
I completely agree with
I
it.
may
I
potentially
agree.
go into management for that match, and obviously
That would be amazing.
I agree with
it would be great if a certain teacher didn't make me stay after school to learn
Yep.
and just let me go out and manage that game because it's Easter. That would be really nice.
Paddy, why do you disagree with this
I
this
think
league?
a lot of people that are involved with this have better things to be doing after school. Like after school, like people have sports, gym, activities, stuff like that. Like people go to a club, go out with their friends. I don't think that we want to be spending more time with the teachers in school. If the teachers want this, they can bring it on the school time. Never mind after school.
I feel like it's being implemented as an optional game though. I feel like you're not meant to play, but I might be wrong.
No, I do believe it's completely optional.
That would make it much better if it was completely optional. I feel like everyone would enjoy that, and it would bring a lot of happiness to the children of Cornwall.
That was a very good topic. If you want to suggest another one,
PK,
go
I
ahead.
have a topic
Yes.
to suggest to
Yes,
discuss.
go ahead. Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Derry's recent league form and the start of the season?
It's been a flying start, to put it perfectly. It's obviously similar form that we had at the start of last season, but at the end of the day, the proof was in the pudding when we walked home with a cup. You kind of need to we need to build on it because we drew too many last year and it cost us the title, obviously. So we
Our
just need
home
to
form
start
is dreadful.
building up. We need to, with Derry having like such a strong support, you need to show up at home and
feel like
make those fans they're
I
making
also-
the trip proof.
I also feel like their last home game we were robbed.
Of course.
The referee blew the whistle
I
after the
agree.
balls in the net.
Oh, that decision was terrible.
But I feel like everyone that's seen that decision also agreed with it, and I think that referee got a lot of backlash for that.
He did come out after the game and say he was wrong.
Yeah, it was a horrific decision, and it's actually been really popular for referees in Ireland recently. Really bad decisions. There was some crazy stat I seen the other day where it was like, if it keeps it up at this rate, there will be like, I think it's 30 yards at the end of the season or something crazy like that. And I just think there should never be that much bookings during a game. I feel like it's a match game. It should be physical.
The issue here is that the points that are being dropped to the dodgy refereeing decisions in Ireland could be the difference between a club going down and a club going up and a club winning the league.
I agree. Completely agree.
Considering the League of Ireland is getting better with money getting put on it every year, there's more support coming towards it. It's becoming a higher standard league with more European spots and stuff coming out. And I'd like to also say the plastic pitch in the Brandywell is just terrible. It needs to be changed.
We need to modify
every Derry City fan agrees with it.
To be getting some injuries.
Millionaire owners and they can invest in a better pitch.
Yep.
I'd also like to say, do you think Derry require a new, more goal-scoring clinical striker, or do you like Jamie McGonigal here?
I feel like I like Jamie, but if we can get a better player than Jamie for the right money, I would take him, but I wouldn't go out of our way to try and find a striker.
I'm not gonna lie
I'd like
here.
to say, do you know Colin William, the signing we brought
Yep.
in? He's out with an ACL injury, but I think when he comes back, maybe Ryan Graydon, Ollie O'Neill, Jamie, the four of them for choices up front is very exciting. It's young, it's fast, and it's clinical as well.
Yep.
I don't watch a lot of Derry games, and but every time I do seem to watch them, Jamie McGonigal, he seems to be outstanding. He's really good shot on him. I feel like he can score from anywhere with both feet. So I'd have to disagree with you there, but I know you used to watch Derry City week in, week out, I just watch them casually as a fan. So you should give a better opinion than me on that.
There's a certain lack of in a sense for Jamie at times where he'll seem to like he'll panic in front of goal and he just doesn't get the shot off and then he misses. But that's something that could just improve. He's still young. There's still time for him to build up at still. To become a more ruthless finisher. So I wouldn't say get rid of him. That was Jay leaving. But if he's want to suggest another topic or if he's want to go on to the final topic.
Where did Jay give it to? Where did he
I
go?
have no idea. He just left.
I will have to be leaving in the next few
He's
minutes.
back.
So
He's back.
if you want to discuss
Anyway,
if you want to discuss one more topic, because I have to leave in the next few minutes, but that's completely up to you. If you can get one more topic in.
Yep.
I mean, we could have multiple more topics. If you could say your final graces here and leave, then
Or
me.
could I'm just suggest a topic if you want to talk about Derry City's injury list.
Right.
I do also
Half
feel
and half the Galvin's just Derry players, to be fair. That's really all I have to say.
all these Derry injuries are coming from the plastic pitch. This plastic pitch is losing us actual money from medical bills through the players, through physios.
I'd like to touch on that and say not all the injuries are coming from the plastic pitch, but the majority are. For example, Michael Duffy got injured down in Inchicore, Richmond Park, St Patrick's Ground, and that came from a grass pitch, which makes everyone think that it's all coming from the Astro, but it's not. It's actually a mixture of the two. But I can see where you're coming from, that the plastic pitch ain't the best for us.
Speaking about Michael Duffy, I have a Michael Duffy signed shirt right in front of me as I am sitting.
PK. It's great.
So, what was your opinion on this current injury crisis that we were having?
To be honest with you, PK, I'm not really caught up on all the injuries that are going on inside the Derry City Football Club. So I'll just stay out of this topic here.
Can we discuss the fact? I have another topic if you'd like to discuss it, PK.
Go ahead.
I've seen recently on social media that Gareth Neville, Jimmy Gallagher, and Roy Keane are going to the Fun Hearts game tomorrow. Fun Hearts versus Co-Bramblers.
Alright.
It's bringing a lot of interest into the league. They think, why are they coming? But I can see why, as Roy Keane has a connection with Co-Bramblers.
Obviously, there's his career there, but this could be big because before you know it, we could sign a deal with Sky. The League of Ireland could sign a deal with Sky, and all of a sudden, you have the games up.
That would be
More
brilliant. Like, a lot of people would tune in then if we did get a partnership with Sky, but I don't see it happening, unfortunately.
All I'm saying is the Scottish
can
get one.
Very,
We can
very
get one.
big, optimistic from you, PK. I don't think we'll be able to get that.
Never knew.
That's true.
You never know.
Yeah, well, so give her left so we won't be asking his opinions. So, if any more topics, Paddy? You left again.
No, not that I know of, no, PK.
Right. So, PK, do you have any topics or?
Not that I can think of, no.
Yeah, well, I believe we may be coming to an end here with one last discussion topic. What is your team of the season so far in the Prem?
The full team?
Yep, full team. Starting
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do it position by position? Every one of us gives one? Or how
I guess so.
Right, PK, you go first, and then Paddy.
What formation though? A 4-3-3?
We'll do a 4-3-3, yeah.
Right. Goalkeeper is my very bold choice. I have David Rea in goal.
I don't know where you've got that from, but you can have it. I don't agree. What about you, Paddy?
In goal?
In goal,
I think just off the current, this season they've been outstanding. I think I just have to go for Ramsdale. He's just been solid.
I'd have to go Paddy. I'd have to go on Ramsdale too. I think he's been.
That is a very fair point. Right back. I think there's only really one right back, and that's Trippier.
Yeah, I agree. He has been unbelievable this season.
Right. Paddy, what's your
That's
opinions on the right back?
Tripper as well. I can't fault him. He's just met up to the standards that he needs to be.
Can do everything.
Right. Centre backs. My two centre backs will be Sven Botman and William Saliba.
I have to go based off the start of the season. I'm gonna have to go Martinez, and I will also go Botman. I feel like Botman slacked off a little now towards the end though. I feel like he's been a wee
It
bit
does
shaky
feel
at
like
times
that.
here.
Potentially our own goal in the cup final might have affected him a little bit.
I agree.
I'd have to say Saliba. I'd like to give a special mention to this player. It sounds biased because I'm a Liverpool fan, but Ibrahim Konate has been solid when he's played. But I would have to go with maybe Ruben Diaz. Can't fault him. He's just can't blame him. He's a brilliant player.
The left back, I'm going to seem very biased here because I'm a United fan, right? But for left back, I'd put Luke Shaw. Because there's not been an abundance of quality left backs this season. Like,
no, I'm gonna go against that. I actually don't agree. I feel like there's been one standout left back this season, and that is Zinchenko. I feel like he has been outstanding.
By with
He
that.
didn't get
that's
the
a very
playing
fair
time he
point.
deserved at Man City, and now he's come to Arsenal and he's shown what he's made of. I think he's
Can
a
I
left back.
I'll agree with
Jay, my
Fikro on
friend, right? Two
Zinchenko.
sides.
I'll agree with Fikro on Zinchenko, but can I give a special mention to Andrew Robertson's performance versus Man United? I thought that was his singular best performance as a left back this season.
I feel like Liverpool's had better, Paddy.
Obviously, Jay has returned now. We're in the middle of a prem team of the season. So if you want to give us your goalkeeper, right back, centre backs, and left backs, so you're in tune with the rest of us, go ahead.
Right, my goalkeeper would be David De Gea. If it's this season, my goalkeeper would be David De Gea. I feel like my right back, it's tight here. I'll come back to right back, but I think that's a tight position. The two centre halves would have to be Martinez and Varane.
That's interesting.
Boy, no way, boy. Put Varane.
that is an interesting take at centre back.
I feel like Varane.
No, boys, let him crack on.
I feel like Martinez and Varane both work together. I feel like if there was no Varane, Martinez would move down as well, and vice versa. My left back would have to be Luke Shaw, as he has been the best left back in the world this season.
Okay, you've chosen my left back. So we're on to the midfield.
I would change my centre half. I would change my centre half to, I don't know, it's tough. One of the Arsenal boys should be up there.
Saliba.
I would say Martinez and Saliba.
Who did you have a right back, Gibber?
Right back.
He's not the same.
Ben White's up there.
Ben White's an odd shirt.
Yeah, lads, I have to go here, so can I just give the rest of my team?
Of course.
Set them up. Who to start off with?
You can go DM.
Fabinho's been absolutely terrible this season, I must say. And I'd like to go with Rodri and the puppet.
Oh, that's just awful. Right, go ahead.
Not awful.
Rodri is... What? Are you doubting Rodri?
I just feel
but there's one better VMs this season. Like.
It's hard to pick the two centre mids here. One will have to be Odegaard. I think Odegaard's been brilliant. And I actually don't know. I'm trying to find.
Come back to it.
I'll come back to it, but
You can't come back.
I think we have to go with Marcus Rashford left wing.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And Hound up front.
Yep.
Now I'm stuck with right wing and centre mid, which.
Right wing, I think there's only like one obvious
Saka.
answer.
I'll go with Saka. He's double figures in both goals and assists, which is outstanding for his age.
Outstanding for any age. Brilliant.
Centre mid. I'm not sure here.
Who did you go for right wing?
You put Bukayo Saka right wing.
Saka.
I'm very stuck for this last centre mid here.
Centre mids, right.
Hard to pick.
Bruno Fernandes, maybe.
No.
Fernandes.
Centre
Oh,
mids.
Bruno Gomes. He has been.
Oh, aye,
very
Bruno Gomes, aye, Bruno Gomes, very fair short at centre mid, like.
to have went for. So that's my team.
Right,
Good lineup.
we'll
The lineup,
continue now, right? We
Alright.
thank you, Paddy, for
Goodbye,
being on the
Paddy.
podcast.
Can I give the final lineup just so you can get a repeat of it?
Go ahead.
So we have Aaron Ramsdale, Kieran Trippier, Saliba, and who's the other centre back?
I think you said Botman as well. I think you agreed on my back.
Ruben Diaz.
Oh, you said Diaz.
I think I went. Who was it? I went with left back.
You put Shevchenko.
Shevchenko,
Sure, Shevchenko.
I think
I've always called him Shevchenko.
And the pivot in the midfield. I went with
Rodri.
Odegaard and Bruno Gomes, and then we have Saka, Rashford, and Haaland as the front three.
Brilliant squad.
Alright, I'd like to thank PK for inviting me on the PKAST here today. And I'm glad that I'll be on, and I'm hoping I can return for another episode soon.
Okay. Yep, of course.
Right, I'll see you
Right.
soon.
Goodbye, Paddy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Right. So, first midfielder for me has to be Casemiro.
Yep.
I'd have to disagree. I feel like Thomas Partey has to be on there in that pivot. I feel like Casemiro. Out of Casemiro's, I think there was a 10-game run that Casemiro could have played, and he was out for 7 of them due to red cards. I just don't feel like you can have that sort of threat in your team where you have to be scared, wondering before a game, will this man be sent off? Will we have 10
Yeah, but the way you have to look at it, Arsenal probably have that same success without Partey in the team. This United team crumbles without Casemiro.
Partey's also been injured though, so you can not rely on someone.
So it's Varane, and you mentioned Varane.
But then I changed Varane.
He did. That's a very good point. He did change.
I saw it with Thomas Partey.
Okay, right. Gilbert, who's your team?
Casemiro. I don't even think he should be a debate this season.
Centre mids. Odegaard is my first.
I feel like there's no question about that. I feel like Odegaard has to be on there as well. He's just probably the best in the world at the minute. Attack midfielder. Just brilliant player.
What's your opinions, Jay?
Yeah, I think Odegaard, you're just stupid if you can't on your midfield this season.
I've already said Odegaard. My second midfielder will be Bruno Guimaraes. Quality player. Just Newcastle look like a different team without a man. So I'll ask this question to you. Who's your second midfielder?
I'm absolutely shocked that you know Paddy put this man on. The greatest passer in Premier League history, Kevin De Bruyne. Yep. Well, I don't know where he's gone. Your team.
I don't know how Kevin De Bruyne is the question here.
He is just, he is just that different. He's nothing like I've ever seen before. I think he's not a passer in the world like him. He can score goals. He can defend all right. He's strong. I think he's just amazing. He can use both feet. I just don't see any faults with him. I feel like he's the best passer of all time.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
That's a very bold take there. Right. So Jay, who would be your second midfielder in this team?
I would also say Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know how he's been left out from Paddy. From what he's been doing this season with Haaland. If there's no De Bruyne, Haaland would be as much goals as he's been on right now. So
I personally don't agree with that statement, to be honest with
you. Who else is there to give the ball to Haaland?
I mean, they have other material. Bernardo Silva, for example, he can play more.
Bernardo Silva's been playing left back though.
He's not got a pass on him. I don't think he's got a pass on him. I feel like he's more of an on the ball player, gives him the ball, and there's few like him. But I don't think him with Haaland would be very good. I feel like you need that De Bruyne in there. Play those two.
Right, so left wing, Rashford, and I don't really think there's many others that you can put left wing like.
No, he's had the season of his life, hasn't he? But I'd like to give an honourable mention the Jap, Matoma. He's been brilliant.
Maybe don't call him a Jap, like.
Yeah, he's a Jap.
I'm actually going to put Matoma on the left.
No
What?
way.
Yep.
What?
Give her.
Give her my days, man.
I'm going to put. No, actually, I'm going to put Rashford and then Matoma on the right, and then Haaland.
Right. That goes my right wing. Right wing is Bukayo Saka.
I agree. I don't
Taking
know how
Matoma.
you don't have Bukayo Saka in here. He's
And then I think
probably
the
the best
season, I
winger.
don't think Saka's.
I don't think there's many arguments about who's playing up front. Like,
Who's got double digits in both categories, assists and goals?
It has, but our fans have really overwritten him. A person I know here, he's called Evan. He really rich him, and
That's because he's unbelievable, Jay. He is unbelievable.
I wouldn't go as far as saying unbelievable. I would say.
Oh, you're silly.
I would say.
oh yeah, that's a very poor take there. Like,
Matoma is something else with the ball at his feet.
You have-
like Messi.
Do you think Matoma's better on the ball than Saka?
Matoma used to have.
just
cameras
because he's
on.
better on the ball doesn't mean he's
Matoma
like, you know what I mean. Just because he's better on the ball doesn't mean he's a
Matoma has a degree
better
of
player. Like,
dribbling, which I don't know if a lot of people know this, but he's got a degree of dribbling.
I think everyone knows that. It's like Will Still being, football manager player.
He has.
Everyone knows that.
And
It's common knowledge.
works the best. I just think he's
How have you not got
a different
you
level.
not got Saka? Right, go striker PK.
I think that's just obvious. It's Erling Haaland. Like,
Haaland?
Haaland up front.
No.
What?
Are you taking a piss?
Erling Haaland up front.
Veghorst? No, I'm taking a piss. Veghorst might be the worst striker I've ever seen in the
I
history
disagree.
of the
Look, you don't
world.
need to be violated, my boy, right?
He is unbelievably bad at football. It's mental how he plays for Manchester United.
You don't
He
have
is
to be violated, my boy, man.
He is brutal. Awful, can't do anything. He's
Is
not
he
good in
Brock
the ball.
Lesnar? Not? Is he
He's
Zlatan
not
Brock
good.
Ivanovic?
Not good in the ball. He can't make runs. He's strong, but he doesn't even use it. He just falls over. I just think he's utter shit. I just think he's
Right,
shit.
right. Let's try to keep it somewhat family friendly.
My bad.
But
Right, I know.
I disagree with what he said with Veghorst, but
How? He is.
Right, anyway, what's your strikers, boys? What's your strikers before we get into a bite?
Has to be Haaland.
Save us the bait for next week, boys. Save us the bait for next week.
Has to be Haaland. Just I feel like if you disagree with that, you're just trying to be different. You're just
Harry Kane.
being silly.
I'm
Shut up.
only joking. Haaland.
Right, so these want to wrap up here. A very successful first episode of
I agree.
PKAST. I've been your host, PK. We have to give you a special thank you to Paddy Fox, who just disappeared halfway through, but he still gave us a very good prem pot. I'll let you two say your final words.
I'll go first here. I'd like to thank PK for letting me on, and I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I hope I'm back some more time to give my opinions again. Thank you very much.
I'm the same. Just thank you, PK, for letting us on, and I hope this podcast is very successful.
Adios, folks. Obviously, thanks for watching. This may be up on Friday, so happy Friday or happy Thursday if I somehow get this up by the end of the night, right? So, have a good one, lads.
Goodbye, everybody.